أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome, understand Al Quran the easy way course for page 12.c class. Today, inshallah, we will study the Surah Baqarah verses 85 to 86. I'm sorry we started the class late. We saw the first juz of the Musaf has been divided in 4 quarters. The first quarter we studied in QC2 and the second we in QC3 and third now we are studying QC4. And inshallah, the last one we will study in QC5. The 5 pages of this third quarter, we have pages from 11 to 15. We will keep the 11th page on the right hand thumb and the 15 on the little finger of the right hand. So let's to see the pointers for the 12th page. The first pointer is covenant of blood, the second is killing and eviction, and the third is belief in parts. The fourth one is treatment with Musa and Isa and other messengers. Let's to keep them on the fingers. Yes, what is the first sign for the 12th page? That is covenant of blood. For the second, killing and expulsion or eviction. Third, belief in parts. Fourth, treatment with Musa and Isa and other messengers. Let's to revise once more. Covenant of blood, killing and expulsion or eviction, beliefs in parts, treatment with Musa and Isa and other messengers. In brief, we can say covenant of blood, killing, parts, Musa and Isa. Covenant of blood, killing, parts, Musa and Isa. Let's to start with the third pointer, that is believe in parts. The ayah is the first ayah. We have studied 2 ayah today. The first ayah is 85. Yes, if somebody kindly recite this ayah. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أفتؤمنون ببعض الكتاب وتكفرون ببعض فما جزاء من يفعل ذلك منكم إلا خزي في الحياة الدنيا ويوم القيامة يردون إلى أشد العذاب وما الله بغافل أما تعملون. So do you believe in part of the book and disbelieve in another part? Then what should be the recompense for those who do so among you, except disgrace in worldly life, and on the day of resurrection they will be sent back to the most severe punishment. And Allah is not unaware of what do you do. Bismillah. أولئك الذين اشتروا الحياة الدنيا بالآخرة فلا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينصرون. Those are the ones who have bought the life of this world in exchange for the hereafter. So the punishment will not be lightened for them, nor will they be helped. Let's to see the words afal and asma in this part. A is a harf, fa is a harf, tu'minuna. This ta is ilamat mudare, so it's telling it's a verb of the second person, mean the mukhatib or the hazir. Sorry, hazir. Bi badi. B is a harf, jara. Bad is a ism, so it's a jar majroor. Again, al-kitabi. Look, the body is a mudaf also because it does not have alif lam, does not tanween. So it mudaf and the coming followed al-kitab is a with majroor. So that is mudaf ilay. So wa is a harf. Takfuruna, ta is ilamat mudare. And it is the, again, the hazir jama. B is a harf. Badi again is a majroor. Bad, bibad, jar majroor. Fa is a harf. Ma is a harf. Jazau. Jazau is a ism. Man has come here as a ism. Masula. Yaf'alu. Ya is ilamat mudare. So it's a fail or verb. Zalika is ism ishara. Min is a harf. Kum is a zamir. Again ism. Illa, it is a harf. Khiziyun. This tanween is telling it's an ism. Fi is a harf. Al hayat. Al hayat is a ism because alif lam. Ad dunya again. Look, al hayat and al dunya, they meet all the four aspects of ism. Look, alif lam, alif lam. It is a singular, it is a singular. It is with kasra, it is also with kasra. It is feminine. We know the dunya is also a feminine singular. So they meet in all four aspects of noun. So it's the murakkabe izafi. Sorry, tawsifi. This is a sift. Dunya is the sift of hayat. Waw is a harf, yom is a ism, al-qiyama, alif lam telling it's an ism, yurudduna, ya ilam al-mudari telling is what? If I remove the ya and waw is the plural sign, it becomes radda, radda, which had, so it's a repeated word. Ila is a harf, ashaddi, ashaddin, again see, it's a kasra. Ila is a harf jara. So ashadda is a ism followed by kasra. It's jar majrur. Again, al azabi. Again, it's kasra because ashadda is a mudaf. It does not have alif lam tanween. So it's a mudaf followed by a mudaf ilay with kasra. That is al azab. So again, ila ashadda al azab. It is jar majrur. At the same time, it is mudaf and mudaf ilay. Fa is a harf, ma is a harf, Allah is a ism jalala, bighafilin, bi is a harf jara, followed by a ism with jar. So bighafilin is a jar majroor. Amma is a an, it is basically an and ma. An is a harf and ma has come here as a ism masula. Ta'malun, ta'malun, ta is ilamat mudare, so it is a mudare verb. The next look, ulaika. Ulaika is ism ishara for ba'id, mean the away. Allazina is ism masula. The singular is allazi. Ishtaraw. Ishtaraw, waw alif is the mazi sign of the verb. So it's ishtaraw is a verb. Al hayatud dunya. Al hayatud dunya we have seen above. It's a murakkabi tawsifi. It's sift and موصوف and sift. بالآخرة again jar majrur. B is a harf jara. Al-akhra majrur. بالآخرة again jar majrur. Fa is a harf. La is a harf. Yukhaffafu. Ya is telling it's ilamat mudari. It's a mudari word. Remove the ilamat mudari. The khaffafa, four letter with the shad. So it's mazid fi. If four letter with the shad come, its pattern is allama. And the bab is taf'il. Anhum, an is a harf, hum is a zamir ism. Al-azabu, al-azabu, remember, this is ism because alif lam is there. Wa is a harf, la is a harf, hum is a zamir, yunsaruna, yunsuruna, ya is the ilamat mudare. So it's a verb of sira ghaib jam. Let's see the lessons from these ayats. Follow the deen of Allah fully without leaving any parts. And remember the double punishment for those who follow the deen selectively. Extra warning for those who neglect the Allah's commands. Allah is watching. Look, the new words in each line, sifar 1, sifar 1, mean not more than one word and average in each line. Let's to go for words and the phrase for phrase, translation and explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah. Ah is a question. Ah, do. So or thus. Tu'minuna, you believe. So do you believe? Bibadin. Bibadin mean in part of. Al-kitab mean the kitab book. Wa and takfuruna. You all disbelieve. What bibadin in part. Fama then what? Jazaun should be the recompense. Man for those, the one who yafalu does zalika that minkum among you illa except khizyun. Khizyun means disgrace. Fi in al hayat, the life, ad dunya, the world. Here the new word, let's to find its khizyun and dunya. So let's to make a phrase for it. خزي في الحياة الدنيا خزي في الحياة الدنيا. Let's to say the explanation. At the start of this verse, Allah mentions Bani Israel's fighting among each other and then using the Torah to rescue the captives, mean the prisoners. They followed the book according to their wishes. They followed some parts and rejected other parts that did not benefit them. Alif. Now it's your turn. Please, if somebody kindly revise this. Yes, recite and translation. Okay. Afatu'minuna. So do you believe bibadi in part of Al-Kitab, the book, wa takfuruna and disbelieve bibad in part, fima then what jazaw should be the recompense, man for the one who yaf'alu does zalika that minkun among you illa except khizyun disgrace fi me in al hayat the life a dunya the world. Let's to go for the next ayah. Bismillah. Wa and yawma mean the day. Al qiyamah the day of qiyamah mean the resurrections meant that the hereafter day. Yuraduna, they will be sent back. Radda mean to send back. Ila to ashad the most severe. Al azab punishment mean the hell. Wama and what? Allah. Wama not Allah bighafilin unaware amma of what ta'malun you do. Here we don't see any new words. Let's to go for the explanation. Such people will have double punishment, means disgrace in this world and severe punishment hereafter, mean the hell. There is a lesson for us Muslims in this verse. For example, we just cannot ignore Fajr Salah because it was called while praying the remaining 4 Salahs. Let's have a hadith. According to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as reported by Ans radiallahu ta'ala anhu, there are 2 acts for which the punishment is given in this world itself. One is the transgression and disobeying the parents second. So now it's your turn. If somebody want to recite with translation. Yes, I see the sister Shakira. Do you want to revise? Go ahead, sister.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ويوم and on the day al-Qiyamah of the resurrection Yuraduna they will be sent back ila ashaddi to the most severe al-azab punishment Amallahu and Allah is not feeling unaware amma of what ta'malun you do.
Jazakallah, sister. Let's to see the next ayah. Bismillah. Ulaika, those, allazina, the ones who ishtaraw, bought, al-hayat, the life, ad-dunya of the world, bil akhirah, for the hereafter. Fala yukhaffafu, so will not be lightened anhum for them al-azab, the punishment, walahum, and not they yunsarun, will be helped. Let's to go for the new word is yukhaffafu. We will have the phrase for that. Fala yukhaffaf. Fala yukhaffaf. So, let's have the explanation. The life of this world is temporary and brief. No one has any idea when he or she will die and how he or she will die. We can't enjoy more than one meal at a time and wear one dress at a time and live in one room at a time. Dunya for us is the number of years we stay in it. The rest is irrelevant. Therefore, it is foolishness to ignore Allah's commands for dunya. Now it's your turn. If kindly somebody should recite with translation. Okay, Sister
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Chakra. Yes.
أولئك أولئك those الذين اشتروا are the ones who bought الحياة the life dunya of the world الآخرة for the hereafter فلا يخفف so will not be lightened عنهم for them العذاب the punishment العذاب the punishment ولا هم ينصرون and not they will be helped.
Jazakallah. Sister, let's to go for the lesson, dua and plan. Lesson learns from these ayahs, follow the deen of Allah fully without leaving any parts. Remember the double punishment for those who follow the deen selectively. Extra warning for those who neglect the Allah's command and Allah is watching. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, protect us from the practicing deen only in areas that we are comfortable with and leaving other areas. Evaluate yourself and make a plan. Inshallah, I will restrict the desires of my nafs by remembering the double punishment mentioned here. Let's to see the asma nafal. Yom is the singular, plural is ayyam. Shadid is the singular and ashadda is the plural. Let's to have the three letter sound verbs. Kafara, yakfuru, ukfur. Kafirun, makfurun, kufrun. Kafara are the root letter and the bab is nasara. How? Because in Madi, look, the central letter is fa having fatha. The same central letter fa in Mudari have dhamma. So when the central letter in Madi have fatha, but in Mudari dhamma, the bab is nasara. The second is ghafala, yakhulu, ughful. Ghafilun, maghfulun, ghaflatu. Ghain, fa, lam are the root letter. Look, the fa is the central letter. In Madi have fatha, but in Mudari fa have dhamma. So again the bab nasara. The third one, amila, yamalu, amal, amilun, ma'mulun, amil. Look, and mim lam are the root letter. In the Madi, the mim is the central letter having kasra, but in the Mudare it have fatha mim. So it is bab sami. The next one is nasara, yansuru, unsur, nasirun, mansurun, nasrun. Nun sadra are the root letter. And again, the sad is the central letter have fatha in Madi, but Mudare have a dhamma. So it is bab nasra. Let's to have the first table, that is kafara. Yes, if somebody kindly revise this table.
Bismillah. Kafara, you refuse. Kafaru, they refuse. Kafata, you refuse. Kafatu, I refuse. Kafartum, you refuse. You all refuse. Kafarna, we refuse. Kafarat, she refused. Yakfuru, he refuses. Yakfuruna, they refuse. Takfuru, you refuse. Akfuru, I refuse. Takfuruna, you all refuse. Takfuru, nakfuru, we refuse. takfuru, she refuses. Ukfur, refuse. Ukfuru, refuse you all. La takfur, don't refuse. La takfuru, don't refuse you all. Kafir, the one who refuses. Makfurun, the one to be refused. Kufurun, to refuse. Kafara, yakfuru, ukfur, kafir, makfurun, kufrun. The kaf, fa, waro. Then babu, yansuru, nansuru.
The next is Ghafala. Ghafala, he forgot. Ghafalu, they forgot. Ghafalta, you forgot. Ghafaltu, I forgot. Ghafaltum, you all forgot. Ghafalna, we forgot. Ghafalat, she forgot. Yahfulu, he forgets. Yahfuluna, they forget. Taghfulu, you forget. Aghfulu, I forget. Taghfuluna, you all forget. Naghfulu, we forget. Taghfulu, she forgets. Ughful, forget. Ughfulu, forget you all. La taghful, don't forget. La taghfulu, don't forget you. Ghaflu, the one who forgets. Dash, ghaflatun, to forget. I'm sorry, in the Mazi, the spellings, God has been not corrected. And in the Mudare, she forgets. So let's go for the 6 key. Ghafala, yakulu, ukful, ghafil, dash, ghaflatun. And the root letter is ghain, fa, lam. And the mada showing is bab nasr. The next is alima. Yes, somebody should revise the alima table.
Alima, he knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimta, you knew. Alimtu, I knew. Alimtum, you knew. Alimna, we knew. Alimat, she knew. Ya'lamu, he knows. Ya'lamuna, they know. Ta'lamu, you know. A'lamu, I know. Ta'lamuna, you all know. Na'lamu, we know. Ta'lamu, she knows. I'lam, no. I'lamu, know you all. La ta'lam, don't know. La ta'lamu, don't know you all. Alim, scholar. Ma'lumun, they want to be new. Ilmun, to know. Alima, ya'lamu, ilmun, alim, ma'lumun, ilmun. Ain, lam, mim. Babu, semi'a.
Good. Next is Nasar. Nasara, he helped. Nasaru, they helped. Nasarta, you helped. Nasartu, I helped. Nasartum, you all helped. Nasarna, we helped. Nasarat, she helped. Yansuru, he helps. Yansuruna, they help. Tansuru, you help. Ansuru, I help. Tansuruna, you all help. Nansuru, we help. Tansuru, she helps. Unsur, help. Unsuru, help you all. La tansur, don't help. La tansuru, don't help you all. Nasirun, helper. Mansurun, the one who will be helped. Nasrun, to help. 6 keys are Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, Nasirun, Mansurun, Nasrun. The root letter non swadra, and the bab is Nasara. It's the weak letter, 3 weak letter verbs on the pattern of Wahaba, Wada, Kala are Jaza, Yadzi, Itzi, Jaziun, Maziun, Jazaun. Jim, Za, Ya is the root letter and Bab is Hada. Next is Dalla, Radda, Yaruddu, Rudda, Radun, Mardudun, Raddu. Ra, Da, Dal is the root letter and Bab is Zanna. So let's have the table of Jaza. Yes, if somebody would revise the table of Jaza. Yes, Sister Khudija, you have unmuted. Kindly do you do this time?
Jaza, he rewarded. Jazal, they rewarded. Jazeta, you rewarded. Jazaitu, I rewarded. Jazaitum, you all rewarded. Jazaina, we rewarded. Jazat, she rewarded. Yajzi, he rewards. Yajzuna, they reward. Tajzi, you reward. Ajzi, I reward. Tajzuna, you all reward. Najzi, we reward. Tajzi, she rewards. Ichzi, reward. Ichzu, reward, you all. La tajzi, don't reward. La tajzu, you all don't reward. Jazin, the one who rewards. Majziyun, the one to be rewarded. Jaza'un, to reward. Jaza, yajzi, ichzi. Jazin, majziyun, jaza'un. Jin, zain, ya. Daraba.
Good. The next table is Rodda. Yes, Sister Shakira, kindly if you can revise this one.
Rodda, you return. Rodu, they return. Rodata, you return. Rodatu, I return. Rodatum, you return. Rodadna will return. Rodat, she returns. She returned. Erudu, he returns. Eruduna, they return. Erudu, you return. Arudu, I return. Eruduna, you all return. Narudu will return. Tarudu, she returns. Rudda, return. Rudu, return you all. Latarudu, don't return. Latarudu, don't return you all. Rodun, the one who returns. Mordudun, the one who returns. Rodun, to return. Urudud, return. Urududu, return you all. Latarudu, don't return. Latarudu, don't return you all. Rodda, Erudu, Rudda, Rodun, Marududun, Rodun, Ro, Dal, Dal. Now, Babu, Zon.
Actually, it is Bab Zanna, but on the pattern of Nasr. So let's to have the Mazid Fiyafal. Amana, Yomenu, Amin, Mumin, Muman, Iman. 4 letter with Hamza in the beginning. The Bab is If'al and the pattern is Aslama. The next is Ishtara, Yashtari, Ishtari, Mushtarin, Mushtaran, Ishtara'un. It is a 5 letter word. So it have the Sheen, Raya root letter and Bab is Ikhtalafa. Iftial is the Bab and the pattern is Ikhtalafa. So let's have خفف يخفف خفف مخفف مخفف تخفيف. خفف are the root letter and it is the 4 letter with shad. So pattern is allama, bab is taf'il. Let's go for the table. The amana table is here. Yes, who would like to do it? You both the sister. Okay, Sister Khadija, you go for this table.
Amana, he believed. Amanu, they believed. Amanta, you believed. Amantu, I believed. Amantum, you believed. Amanna, we believed. Amanat, she believed. Yu'minu, he believes. Yu'minuna, they believe. Tu'minu, you believe. Uminu, I believe. Tu'minuna, you all believe. Nu'minu, we believe. Tu'minu, she believes. Amin, believe. Aminu, believe you all. La tu'min, don't believe. La tu'minu, don't believe you all. Mu'min, believer. Mu'man, the one to be believed. Iman, to believe. Amana, yu'minu, amin. Mu'min, mu'man, iman. Hamza, mim, noon, if'al.
Good. The next is istara. Yes, Sister Shakra, kindly if you can do this.
Um, Ishtara, he bought. Ishtarau, they bought. Ishtarta, you bought. Ishtartu, I bought. Ish, Ishtaraitum, you all bought. Ishtarna, we bought. Ishtarat, she bought. Yashtari, he buys. Yashtaruna, they buy. Tashtari, you buy. Ashtari, I buy. Tashtaruna, you all bought. You all buy. Nashtari, we buy. Tashtari, she buy. Ishtari, buy. Ishtaru, buy you all. La tashtari, don't buy. La tashtaru, don't buy you all. Mushtari, buyer. Mushtaro, the one to be bought. Ishtarohun, to buy. The verb is shin, ro, tawa, ro.
Ishtara,
Ishtara,
yashtari,
yesterday,
ishtari,
yesterday,
mushtarin, mushtaran, ishtara. Let's to have otherwise this table once more. Ishtara, ishtarau, ishtaraita, ishtaraitu, ishtaraitum, ishtaraina, ishtarat. Yashtari, yashtaruna, tashtari, ashtari, tashtaruna, nashtari, tashtari. Ishtari, ishtarau, la tashtari, la tashtarau. Mushtarin, mushtaran, ishtaraun. 60. Ishtara, yashtari, ishtari, mushtarin, mushtaran, ishtaraan. Sheen ra ya is the loose letter and it is on the pattern of in the aslama babe ifal. So next one is khaffafa. Khaffafa, he reduced. Khaffafu, they reduce. Khaffafta, you reduce. Khaffaftu, I reduce. Khaffaftum, you all reduce. Khaffafna, we reduce. Khaffafat, she reduce. Yukhaffifu, he reduces. Yukhaffifuna, they reduce. Tukhaffifu, you reduce. Yukhaffifu, I reduce. Tukhaffifuna, you all reduce. Nukhaffifu, we reduce. Tukhaffifu, she reduce. Khaffif, reduce. Khaffifu, reduce you all. La tukhaffif, don't reduce. La tukhaffifu, don't reduce you are. Mukhaffifun, the one reducer. Mukhaffafun, that to be reduced. Takhfifun, to reduce. 60s. Khaffafa, yukhaffifu, khaffif. Mukhaffifun, mukhaffafun, takhfifun. And the root letter is kha, fa, fa. And the bab is ifal again. Let's to go for the grammar part. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al Quran the Easy Way course for page 12, pointer C in grammar. Today we are going to study very important abwab because they were missing in our all the 4 courses. We studied in QC1 only 4 babs. Fataha, Nasara, Daraba. We continue the same 4 bab in the QC2. And again, in the QC3, we again having the same 4 bab. Here we are going to complete our 6 bab. Remember, in Arabic grammar, there are basic 6 babs. 4 you are familiar, that is Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samya. And 2 are the Karuma and Hasiba, inshallah, we will cover today. And thus we will complete our all the basic bab or the abwab of the Arabic grammar. So in this context, this class is very important. Let's to go first see the grammar has 2 parts. One is called sarf, other is called now. Sarf is the grammar part in which we build the words from the letters. From letter we build the verb or we have their tables. That is called sarf. In sarf, we have again 2 parts. One are the afal verbs, the verbal part. Other are the asma, the nominal part. In verbal part, in this course, we studied the feminines from Slasi and Mazid Fi. The example of Slasi was Fa'ala, تفعل افعلي لا تفعلي فاعلة مفعولة. That was the Slasi Mujar, mean the three letter. From Mazid, we have the example of Aslamat, Tuslimu, Aslami, La Tuslami, Muslimatun, Muslimatun. So we have done the feminine Slasi Mazid fi Alhamdulillah. Then we had the dual. In dual, we studied Fa'ala, Yafalani, If'ala, La Taf'ala, Fa'ilani, Maf'ulani. Then we have the passive voice in last class. The passive voice was from three letters. We said Sumia, and the Mudari was Yusmo. And for the four letter, mean Mazid fi, we have the example Unzila, Yunzal. And Alhamdulillah, today we are going to do the Karuma table. Thus, the first part, the verb part, the verbal part will be completed. And the rest we will left with the Asma, mean the nominal part, that is Isme Makan. Then we will have the Isme Sifa, Isme Tafdeel, and Isme Mubalgha, and then Jama Mukassar. They are from the nominal part of the Sarf. And now after that we'll see. So look what we have so far studied. We did the feminine, Salasi, and Mazid fi. We did the dual, we did the passive, and today we are going to study the Kuruma. And this will complete our verbal part of the Sarf, which concern with the verbs. Last, in the previous lesson, we have learned feminine pronouns, verb tables for the feminine genders, verb tables for the duals, and passive voice. And now we are going the three letter sound verbs. Okay. We have done, but you don't remember. Tomorrow I will place the feminine and the passive table also. No problem. Look, so far we have studied Fataha, Yaftahu, Iftah. Then we studied Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. Then we studied Daraba, Yadribu, Idrib. Then Samia, Yasmo, Isma. We started in QC1. We did in QC2. We did in QC3. And we are still doing it in QC4. And we will continue it in QC5. But now we will not have the 4. We will have 6 tables. Let's to have the 5th one. Bataha, Yaftahu, Ista. Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. Daraba, Yadribu, Idrib. Samia, Yasmo, Isma. Are you all clear about these 4 tables? I mean the 4 above. So I should go for the 5th then. Okay, look. Karuma, Yakrumu, Ukru. Karuma, Yakrumu, Ukru. Look, the central letter have Dhamma. And all the 3 form have Dhamma. Karuma, Yakrumu, Ukru. The next one is Hasiba, Yahsibu, Ihsab. The central letters have Kasra in all. Hasiba, Yahsibu, Ihsab. Now, brother and sister, so far, please, there is a prayers break. I will take the 5 minutes. Then I will revise you and tell you how we can identify either a verb coming on Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia, Karuma, Hasiba pattern. So after the break, I will inshallah revise this. And we will today inshallah complete our 6th table and how we come to know which verb is coming from which verb. For that, I seek 5 minutes. Brother and sister, look these 6. The first one is Fataha Yaftahu. This is the central letter. Do you see? This is again the central letter. Both the central letters have a fatah. So we can say, what we will say? We will say they have the both fatah. When they both are fatah, so it's easy to say. Look the second. This have a fatah, but here it have a dhamma. When there is fatah in Madi and Dhamma, it is called Nasr. Look, this Daraba, it have a fatah, but the same letter here, it have a kasra. So when the Madi have fatah and there is kasra, the Bab is Daraba. Look, the Samya, it have a kasra here in the Madi, but here it have a fatah. So it is the Samya. Look, the Karuma. Again, it have a Dhamma in the center. And here it is also have Dhamma. Look, the Hasiba. It have again kasra and it have a kasra. Now listen me carefully. If the central letter in Mazi and Mudare both have fatah, Bab is fatah. If the central letter in Mazi and Mudare both have kasra, the Bab is hasiba. If the central letter in Madi and Mudare both have fatah, dhamma, the Bab is karma. Now the three are left. If the Mazi have fatah, but Mudare have dhamma, Bab nasra. If the Mazi have again fatah, but the Bab have Mudare dhamma, that is daraba. The sixth one is left, that is if the Mazi have kasra, but Mudare have fatah, that is sam. Now all the six Bab now are very clear to you. If you know any verb, Mazi and Mudare, you can easily distinguish. If both are fatah, Bab fatah. Both are kasra, Bab hasiba. Both dhamma, Bab karum. If the one Madi have fatah, but the Mudare dhamma, Bab nasr. Mazi have fatah, but Mudare have kasra, Bab darab. If the Mazi have kasra and Mudare fatah, Bab sam. Now it should be very clear to you all. If you people have anything which is not clear, ask me. If you are not clear, you ask me. Otherwise, now all the six Bab has been completed 2 days, and you can clearly find their difference. Look, both have fatah, Bab fatah. Both have kasra, Bab hasiba. Both had dhamma, Bab karum. Now, the three left, two are with fatah. Fatah, dhamma. Fatah, kasra. So, dhamma is the Bab nasara, kasra is the daraba. The last left is that is samya. It have a kasra and here fatah, that is Bab samya. So, I once more repeat for your easiness. If the central letter in Mazi and Mudari have both fatah, the Bab is fatah. If the central letter in Mazi and Mudari both have kasra, the Bab is hasib. If the Mazi and Mudari central letter both have dhamma, the Bab is karum. If the Mazi have fatah but the Mudari have dhamma, the Bab is nasar. If the Mazi have a fatah but the Mudari have kasra, the Bab is darab. If the Mazi have kasra and the Mudari has fatah, Bab is sam. Let's to go ahead because we have to do the karma table. So in Mashaf, the karma has come as the so it has come hundreds time. So we will do the karma table. Hasiba has very few words, so we will have only 6 keys. Let's go for the karma. table of Karum. Karuma, he became generous. Karamu, they become generous. Karumta, you became generous. Karumtu, I became generous. Karumtum, you all became generous. Karumna, we all became generous. Karumat, she became generous. So let's have the Mazi Mudare. Yakrumu, he is generous. Yakrumuna, they are generous. Takrumu, you are generous. Akrumu, I am generous. Takrumuna, you all are generous. Nakrumu, we are generous. Takrumu, she is generous. Left to the Amar. Ukram, be generous. Ukrumu, be generous you all. La takrum, don't be generous. La takrum, don't be you all. Karimun, the generous. Dash. Karmun and Karamatun, to be generous. Remember one thing. From Bab Karuma, there is never maf'ul. Any verb coming from Bab Karuma pattern or Karuma, they will never have a maf'ul. So there is no maf'ul. Second, look, the Karuma have central letter Dhamma, so the complete table will have the Dhamma on the central letter. Karuma, Karumu, Karumta, Karumtu, Karumtum, Karumna, Karumat, Yakrumu, Yakrumuna, Takrumu, Ukrumu, Akrumu, Takrumuna, Nakrumu, Takrumu, Ukrum, Ukrumu, La Takrum, La Takrumu, Karimun, Dash, Karmun, and Karam. Now it's your turn. Kindly, please, somebody should revise this table because we have not done so far this table in our all the 4 courses. So this is the first time coming. Yes, Sister Khadija, please kindly.
Karuma, he became generous. Karumu, they became generous. Karumta, you became generous. Karumtu, I became generous. Karumtum, you all became generous. Karumna, we became generous. Karumat, she became generous. Yakrumu, he is generous. Yakrumuna, they are generous. Takrumu, you are generous. Akrumu, I am generous. Takrumuna, you all are generous. Nakrumu, we are generous. Takrumu, she is generous. Ukrum, be generous. Ukrumu, be generous, you all. La takrum, don't be generous. La takrumu, don't be generous, you all. Karim, generous. Dash, karama, karamat, to be generous. Karama, yakrum. Ukrum.
Not Karamu. You have a Dhamma on the center. Karuma.
Karuma,
Yes.
yakrum. Ukrum. Karim, dash, karama.
Good. So Kaf, Ramim are the root letter, Bab is Karma. Yes, Sister Shakira, please you also revise this same table because this we are doing first and the last time. This will not come ahead or we have not. So it's very important. Please revise it.
Karuma, he became generous. Karumu, they became generous. Karumta, you became generous. Karumtu, I became generous. Karumtum, you all became generous. Karumna, you became generous. Karumat, she became generous. Yakrumu is generous. Yakrumuna, they are generous. Takrumu, you are generous. Akrumu, I am generous. Yakrumuna, you are all generous. Nakrumu, we are generous. Takrumu is generous. Ukrum, be generous. Ukrumu, be generous, you all. Atakrum, don't be generous. Atakrumu, don't be generous, you all. Karimun, generous. Dash, karama,
So
karama,
these are
karuma, yakrumu, ukrum, karimun, karamun. Bab The
Kaf
verb of
Rabi is the root
karuma.
letter, Bab is the same. So on the pattern of Karuma, we say Karuma, Yakrumu, Ukrum, Karimun, Dash, Karmun, Karamatun. If I say on the same pattern, we have Hakuma. Hakuma is a word. Can you make the 6 keys? Hakuma,
Yahkumu.
Yahkumu,
Okumu,
Uhukum,
okumu,
Dash,
kari,
Hukmun, or Hikmatun.
okumu,
Okay, let's see. Hakuma, Yahkumu, Uhkum, Hakimun, Dash, Hukmun, Hikmatun. We have another Azuma. Azuma. Can you make the 6 key? Azuma,
azum,
Yazumu,
yazum,
Uzum, Azimun, Dash,
Uzum.
Uzmun, or Azmatun. Like Azuma, Yazumu, Uzum, Azimun, Izmun, or Azamatun. On the same pattern, we have a word Kasura. Kasura, 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 Yaksuru, Uksur, Kasirun, Dash, Kisrun, or Kasratun. Then Basura, Yapsuru, Upsur, Basir, Dash, Basrun, Bisaratun. Then Kabura, Yakburu, Ukbur, Kabirun, Dash, Kibrun, or Kubrun. Bauda, Yabudu, Ubud, Baidun, Dash, Budun. Remember, in Mashaf, from Karuma, only these has come. A very rare one or two has come. Otherwise, majority these are from Karuma Bab. Karuma, Hakuma, Azuma, Kasura, Basura, Kabura, Bauda. Look, and there are two important points. Number one, these Karuma, they don't have maf'ul. Any verb coming from Karuma or Karuma pattern will never have maf'ul. Secondly, their file is not on the pattern of which we have done. We say file, how we made for Salasi Mujarrad, we added alif. We say from Nasir, Nasir, from Nasara, Nasir, from Fataha, Fateh, from Jala, Jail, from Alima, Alim. We were adding alif. Here we are not adding it. We have another pattern that is called fa'il. Just Rahim, Kareem, Hakim, Azim, Kasir, Basir, Kabir, Ba'id. While in the Mazid fee, we were making file, adding a meme and putting a kasra for the file and fatah for the maful. Just from allama, we say allama yuallimu, allim, muallim, muallim. That was the file making maful. But this is the new pattern. It is on the pattern of fa'il. Fa and ya lam is the pattern. Kareem, Hakim, Azim, Kasir, Basir, Kabir, Bait. So they are the two important points in this table. So the mentioning verbs do not have any object, and they come the file on the pattern of file, and just like the Hakim, etc. Workbook, you know, let's do translate in Arabic. Illa khizun fil hayat dunya, illa except khizun, disgrace, fil hayat dunya, in the life of the person. Fala yukhaffafu anhum, fala, so will not yukhaffafu, be lightened, anhum, azab, from them, for them punishment. Let's have the plural. Yom, plural is ayam. Khizi, mahzat, shadid, ashadda. Let's have the 6 keys. We have done alhamdulillah, kafara, fa'ala, ghafala, amila, nasara, jaza. We have done the complete table rather than 6 keys. Amana, ishtara, khaffafa. Let's go for the 6 keys of the abwab coming from the karuma. Hakuma, yahkamu, uhkam, hakimun, dash, hukmun, hikmatun. From basura, basura, yabsuru, upsur, basirun, dash, basrun, bisaratun. From ba'uda, ba'uda, yab'udu, u'bud, ba'idun, dash, buddun. Let's have the table on the pattern of karuma, azuma. Azuma, azamu, azumta, azumtu, azumtum, azumna, azumat, mudare. Yazumu, yazumuna, tazumu, azamu, tazmuna, nazumu, tazmu. Amr. Ozum, ozmun, la tazum, la tazamun. Azimun, dash, ismun, or izamat. So this is on the pattern of katala. You can have this, then adda, ata, akhraja, tazahara, harrama, fada. We have already done this in previous lesson. Let's go. Today we will see how the majhul is made. From mazi, we have fu'ila. The first letter have fatha, the last second have a kasra, and the last have a fatha. That is a pattern of majhul. Mazi majhul fu'ila. Mudare. What we do, we have a dhamma on the ilamat mudare. We have the an kalma, mean the letter before the last letter. It is called an kalma here. It have fatha and the last letter have dhamma. You follow. Let's see how we make. In mazi, we have fa and lam. The first letter will have dhamma. Let the second letter, it will have kasra. The last letter will have a fatha. So we develop Allah's fu'ila. So what is the mazi majhul? Fu'ila. What? Look, fa'ala. How we can say make? Fu'ila. Fataha. Make the mazi majhul. Futiha. Nasara. Make the mazi majhul. Nusira. Daraba. Make the mazi majhul. Duriba. Khalaka. Make mazi majhul. Ulika. Shariba. Make mazi majhul. Shuriba. Katala. Make the mazi majhul. Utila. Kataba. Make the mazi majhul. Uti. They all have the fatha on first letter, kasra on the second, and fatha in the third. Let's make the mudare. We have ilamat mudare will have a dhamma. Then the ain kalma, it will have fatha. And the last kalma, the lam will have a dhamma. So we get the word yaf'alu. It from yuf'al. Yuf'alu is the mudare. First ilamat the dhamma, ain kalma fatha, the last dhamma. So let's have pattern. Yafalu is the maruf, in normal. I want to make a majhul. I will change it dhamma. And the an kalma already have fatha, so it will be yufalu. Yansuru. I want to make a majhul. Make majhul. What will be majhul? Make it a dhamma, make it a fatha. It will be yunsaru. Yadribu. Make it majhul. Change it dhamma. Change this ra fatha. It will be yudrabu. Yafto, make the mudare majhul. Make it dhamma, it's already fatha, it will be yuftahu. Rahima, it is a past. First we have to make it a mudare. Mudare will be yurham. Yurhamu. From yurhamu we will have yurhamu. Yarhamu, yurhamu. Kara, it is a past. Make it first mudare, yakra. From yakra it will be yukra. So this is the mudare majhul. So let's have a few questions. Translate into Arabic. We become generous. Nakrumu. Yakrumuna mean they become generous. Three known keys of karuma is karimun, karmun, karamatun. The three verb keys of hakuma is hakama, hakuma, yahkumu, uhkum. The kasura mean they got increased. Hal tabsuruna, the answer is nam nabsuru. Hal ba'udu, the answer will be nam ba'udu. Hal hum karuma, nam hum karuma. Warizkun karimun mean and good provision. Yakburu fil sadurikum, increase in your hearts. 7 homeworks, let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu alayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. We completed the class. Now your questions are welcome if you have any